This is my review of Dr. Stone, Chapter 98, Ryusu. So the chapter opens up with them getting what I think is one of the most important things in making it feel like a modern world, asphalt. They have roads now, one road now, but still, sure they have water turbines and refrigerators and boats and motors and oil, but asphalt is the first thing that really affects the world on a scale that can be seen. You see roads, it feels like a modern day society no matter what else is around you. And I think it's a great first step. I mean, I know how great it is, a smooth road is compared to a bumpy one. Believe me, big difference. But this asphalt is the road. It's, in my opinion, the first step to modernizing the Stone Age world. And I'm just so curious what else they're gonna end up doing to this world before they wake up that popsicle. I feel like he's gonna wake up and they're gonna have flying cars and skyscrapers already. Maybe not, but it's a good first step. So like I said, it's only a single road leading to the river, so they can unload all the goods they got from the mine, bring them down to the river, and then they can carry them on boat back to where they can be processed. Also, get an interesting line from Ryu where he says that his company has been building boats since the Edo period. That's a long time ago. Jesus, no wonder his family is so freaking rich. Now, I've heard before that 98% of wealth is lost by the second generation. So in order to keep it going for this long, for hundreds of years, is really telling you something about the dedication and determination inside that family. From there, we find out that Kasugi just cannot build this freaking ship. I mean, I thought he was almost done, but he's barely got just the ribs of the ship put together so far, which just really says something on the complexity that is needed to get this done. And so Senku gives up. He decides, we'll have to make a smaller ship. I mean, we'll be able to bring as many people. I also didn't quite realize he was planning on bringing almost the entire village with him. But, yeah, so this really ticks off Ryo, and it sends him to a flashback. He remembers when his uncle cut him off and gave him only a 1 million yen allowance for the month. For those of you who don't know, that's about $10,000, give or take. And expected him to give up on his dreams, his goals, to, I guess, build a racetrack and be a professional race car driver. But he said, screw that. He took the money, invested it, and I just love what he says here. Basically, he is so renowned that whatever he invests in, his family is so renowned that whatever he invests in will earn a profit. Let that sink in for a second. It's literally impossible for him to lose no matter what he invests in. Other people might lose, and maybe down the road they'll eventually start to not trust him, but for now, he literally can just make all the money he wants simply by being in the stock market. And it's not just the investing. He's clearly working out. He wins a dodgeball tournament for the prize money. He keeps training and struggling and fighting over and over again until he has his own freaking racetrack set up and built because he refused to give up, because he kept pushing forward. And we're saying that, but I just love this little scene in the corner. Senku and his whole gang are there, and the racetrack is in the background. It was said before that if they teamed up with the old Popsicle, that they could have been great friends and they could have done anything. If they teamed up with Ryu, they could have been fucking gods. If they had had limitless resources and Ryu beside them, even as kids, they could have built a real-life rocket ship and not just a toy. They really could have done it. Obviously, that didn't happen, but they would do like a spin-off series where it's like, what if they all met as kids? That would be funny as all hell, and they would literally be limitless. So then the whole Nanami Corp, his father, his uncle, his whole family is bad-mouthing Ryu, saying, oh, he's all debauchery. Oh, he's a disgrace to the good name of our company. And when Francois is asked about it, well, first she doesn't say anything because a good butler does not speak out of turn. But when she gets permission, she proudly exclaims, there is nothing debaucherous about Master Ryusu, because he does not give up. When he finds something he wants, it doesn't matter what in the world It doesn't matter even if God himself tried to stop him. He would keep marching forward. He would keep progressing. When we first saw him, I thought, wow, this guy is an arrogant, egotistical ass. But I like him. I don't know why, but I like him. And in this chapter, I finally realized why. It's because, yes, he's arrogant. Yes, he's an ass. Yes, he is the most cocky person anyone has ever met in their entire lives. But he has the will and perseverance to prove himself, to keep marching forward, to get what he wants. He can back up that arrogance 1,000 times over, and that is why he's such an amazing character and why I like him so much. And we then find out he is actually an expert on building scale model ships. Which, a little on the nose, but he's basically an expert in everything, so I'm not that surprised. So building a model ship and then having it brought to life without any of the modern day technologies or junk inside of it has been his lifelong dream, and now he is getting it done. It's like the entire petrification, Stone Age revival of the world was just done because he willed it to be done, because he willed this very scene to happen. He's a fucking god, and it is terrifying, and I love it! That is the chapter, Ryu. So, yeah, that was a pretty fun chapter. Next week is, I'm guessing, him building a model wooden ship. Said before, a lot of the parts of this series have gotten kind of fast. I'm not really explaining how it is they're doing this or what they're doing or anything like that. But I do hope they take their time here. Just really explain what goes in building a wooden ship, what goes in building a model of a wooden ship, and just all of that. Very curious if Senko has to build them some special tools, or they have to get some new, or they have to invent something we haven't seen yet in the whole series to make it work. I'm guessing a ruler would come in handy. They don't really have any ways of measuring anything right now. That'd certainly be useful. And that's about it. So until next week, be sure to like and subscribe in the comment section down below. And until next week,
peace.